Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nicki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for joining me. What's this? Wednesday. My days are off. I've been off for 4 days in a row. Had me a good, fun old time this weekend. I hope everybody had a good holiday weekend. I had a blast. Gemini seasons. The birthdays are rolling in. Happy birthday to my girl Chantel. She turned 42. Happy birthday to my cousin Keisha. We had a good time yesterday. We went to the garden and then we went and had just some snacks and stuff like that at this place called Six Points, and we had a great time. So like, Gemini season is here, and from this weekend on, I have back to back birthdays. So I'm gonna vlog most of it, just to share with everyone, and then I have my birthday coming up on June 17th. So I can't wait. We're gonna celebrate on June 16th. And I found a dope rooftop spot. So should be fun. I invited like all my closest family and friends. So I'm excited. I'm excited for my 46th year. Y'all drop into the comments and let me know what y'all did for Memorial Day weekend. It is the opening of the summer officially. And I can't wait to hit the beach. All right. I'm just waiting for the water to run warm up, and I'm gonna be on that beach lead out. So I appreciate every last one of you joining me and being patient for me to come back. Please make sure you thumbs up in this video, share my content, leave comments. All these things help me get into the algorithm and they help the channel to grow. We're growing every day over here. And also donations are definitely appreciated. So got an interesting show lined up for you guys. I'm gonna get into Robert De Niro and his thoughts on Trump. Um, we got Cynthia Belly speaking out in defense of Peter Thomas. It's weird. It's definitely weird. And I also want to give my thoughts on the Nicki Minaj arrest. You know, I know everybody jumped on here to talk about it, and I might surprise some of you with my thoughts, okay? Because I'm just like, what's up, Juanita? And shout out to my mods, all my subscribers to come. Shout out to all of you. I wouldn't be able to do this if this wasn't for you. Oh, I hope you okay, Juanita. I just read your full comment. Sending you prayers. I hope you're okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop this intro to give people a chance to load up in the room because it's been a minute since I've been on. And you know, YouTube, they get funny with you when you're not consistent. But we gonna get back. I'm gonna drop this intro. I'm gonna be right back. Thumbs up this video. Yes. you guys are following me on my different social media platforms, they all scrolling below on the banner. hmm that's where I do a lot of my vlogging from because if there's music, I'm not able to come on to YouTube. Y'all already know how that goes. Okay, YouTube is very sensitive. Let me see. Hey, Miss Kaiser. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's dive right in. I think I'm gonna kick it off with the Nicki Minaj story because it's just simple for me. She was in Amsterdam and she was ended up being detained. They went through her luggage and ended up finding some doobies, some roll ups. Um, and I got some video for you, and then I'll give my commentary. And shout out to ABC News for this footage. Let me know if my sound is okay. Please put a one in the chat if you guys can hear okay. So let's get into this really quick.
Source with the Dutch National Police has confirmed to ABC News that Nicki Minaj was arrested in Amsterdam Saturday afternoon. Minaj live streaming a 4.5 minute video of the incident on Instagram Live. I'm not carrying drugs. Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's. I'm not carrying drugs. Inside. Number one, when I came here, yeah, my the okay, you can go inside. No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present. The 41-year-old rapper was stopped outside the airport as she was preparing to fly to Manchester, England for the next concert of her Pink Friday 2 tour. Authorities say marijuana pre-rolls were allegedly found in her luggage. So I'm under arrest. Yes. But yes. Under arrest for what? Stop filming now. I'm under arrest for what? Do you know what happened when I came here? You have to go inside. Huh? What you said? Can you please stop filming? It's just stepping the car for us. No, I need a lawyer. She eventually got into the vehicle and expressed concern about making her upcoming show. An official is heard telling her he would try to get her there as soon as possible. Minaj posting on both Instagram and X about the encounter, claiming it was an attempt to sabotage the remainder of her tour. The Manchester show has been postponed, according to Live Nation. Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7.
All right, so she was detained, arrested, and later they let her go. She had to pay a fine. Okay, I'll have a few thoughts on this because number one, when you go to other countries, a lot of them are scammers, and they'll hem you up just to get the money out of you. Um, then my first initial thought was like, you're dumb. You dumb as bricks. You want to know why? Number one, you had to get permission for your husband to travel with you because he's a convicted SO and he's on the list. And to me, that automatically makes you a target. They're already on red alert in the countries. And to me, that should have gave her a clue, a inkling to travel correctly. You know what I mean? Because you know you already a target or whatever. And she went on, she said it wasn't hers, that it was her securities, but your security has their own luggage. I just thought it was a little manipulative on her part. And I thought it was her trying to drive the narrative because this was happening to her. Now in Amsterdam, the marijuana, the Mary Jane is legal. Is when you're trying to cross over to other countries, that could be a problem. And I just recommend when you go to these other countries, if it's legal, smoke what you want to smoke right there on the legal grounds. Do not try to travel with it. But I still think she's dumb. You know you a target. Look at the state of the music industry nowadays due to Diddy. They're trying to find anybody to take down. And I just think she should have been smarter than this than trying to travel with it. And that's exactly what happened. She tried to travel with it and she got caught up. But did the world not see what happened to Brittany Grinder? And hers was just really a legit simple mistake. She forgot it was in there. So that's understandable. She had quite a few roll-ups in there. I don't know. I think she's dumb. And I think she thinks her celebrity will get her out of anything. Just like she thought her celebrity was going to get her husband's conviction overturned. This is how egotistical this woman is. And it's just like, girl, bye. Like, You're married to a felon. That makes you a target automatically. It's sad that this happened, but I mean, you got to use your head. You got to use your smarts, and to spin it and then try to dump it off on her security, I thought was low. I just thought it was low. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are on the Nicki Minaj arrest. I just wasn't one of these bloggers that was jumping to give her the attention she wanted. I'm sorry, but I'm not beat. I'm not beat. They were yours and you got caught. Period. And it wasn't nothing that your felon husband can do to help you. And that's my thoughts on it. Y'all let me know in the comments. How do y'all feel about the Nicki Minaj arrest? I feel like she was dumb. hmm Dumb. Because you know you already a target. Because of your felon you married to. You know the one you had to get permission, and that was public. She had to get permission for her husband to travel with her because he's on so many restrictions due to his conviction. And I feel like that alone makes her a target in these other countries. I don't want to hear, because I heard all type of conspiracy theories like, oh, it's Rock Nation trying to set her up. No, Nicki Minaj set herself up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she thought she was just that famous. I don't know, Naughty Crew. Let me know what are your thoughts. Those are my thoughts, and I'm sticking to it. Now, Robert De Niro is speaking out against Trump. All right, I'm a big fan of Robert De Niro. He's 80 years old. He just became a new father. I think his youngest is probably about to be too. Him and Al Pacino, they both decided to become baby daddies at the age of 80. So it is what it is. They money long. They gonna take care of their seeds. But Robert De Niro is a native of New York, and he is expressing how he feels about Donald Trump. Let's get into it. He slams him. What's this? What's my source? Shout out to the source. My source is the source. Thumbs up this video. Yes, please. Here we go.
This is a reality. I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world. We New Yorkers used to tolerate him when he was just another grubby real estate hustler masquerading as a big shot, a two-bit playboy lying his way into the tabloids, a clown. But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns, but not a person like Trump who will eventually run the country. That does not work, and we all know that. He got the most religious evangelicals to applaud a sinner who bragged about sexual assault, and who, just a couple of blocks from here, a jury found him liable for sexual abuse. And on January 6th, rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction in its wake. That's the tyrant he's telling us he'll be. And believe me, he means it. When Trump ran in 2016, it was like a joke. This buffoon running for president. No, never could happen. We'd forgotten the lessons of history that showed us other clowns who weren't taken seriously until they became vicious dictators. With Trump, we have a second chance, and no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all. We don't want to wake up after the election saying, what, again? I don't mean to scare you. No, no, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave. This is not a threat. This is a reality. And that's why I've joined the Biden Harris campaign, because the only way to preserve our freedoms and hold on to our humanity is to vote for Joe Biden for president.
I don't know about all of that because, like, I really don't even want to vote. But what he's speaking is facts. So, are we going to ignore all the chaos this man has put upon our country, we're gonna end up getting attacked if this man gets in office. Juanita. Juanita gave her thoughts on the Nicki Minaj. She said, I travel into Mexico a lot, and you have to respect the laws and countries you're in. Come on. Exactly, Juanita. Good morning, Angelica. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. So Robert De Niro is taking a stand. Um, Trump is a joke. He's a joke. And I feel like he's made a mockery out of our politics. And I said this, I think it was last week. Like, are we gonna ignore everything that has happened? All right, I'm gonna play it one more time because what he was speaking was it was facts. And look, kudos to him. Somebody is finally stepping up and speaking with some common sense. Here we go.
This is not a threat. This is a reality. I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world. We New Yorkers used to tolerate him when he was just another grubby real estate hustler masquerading as a big shot, a two-bit playboy lying his way into the tabloids, a clown. But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns, but not a person like Trump who will eventually run the country. That does not work, and we all know that. He got the most religious evangelicals to applaud a sinner who bragged about sexual assault, and who, just a couple of blocks from here, a jury found him liable for sexual abuse. And on January 6th, rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction in its wake. That's the tyrant he's telling us he'll be. And believe me, he means it. When Trump ran in 2016, it was like a joke. This buffoon running for president. No, never could happen. We'd forgotten the lessons of history that showed us other clowns who weren't taken seriously until they became vicious dictators. With Trump, we have a second chance, and no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all. We don't want to wake up after the election saying, what, again? I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave. This is not a threat. This is a reality. And that's why I've joined the Biden Harris campaign, because the only way to preserve our freedoms and hold on to our humanity is to vote for Joe Biden for president. A threat. This is a reality. I love this.
Okay. So there you have it. That's Robert De Niro taking a stand and endorsing Biden and Harris. Let me remind you, he said out of his own mouth that if he is not elected, it will be bloodshed. And they didn't believe him when he threatened to incite the riots at the White House. And look what happened. Juanita said, she said, I don't want Orange Man again as president. Me neither, Juanita. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. So I mean, he's a danger, if you ask me. He's just as dangerous as Diddy. Hmm. And speaking of Diddy, let's get into it. Some victim, well, where is it? Shout out to the neighborhood talks.
Yeah.
Ooh. Shout out to the neighborhood talks. 50 former friends and associates of Diddy speak out against him in new report. Allegedly whipped his girlfriend with a belt in college and told Biggie he would die before giving him 100% publishing rights. Ciao. Good morning, James. Ooh. James said, Naughty. Good morning, James. He said, if Biden wins, I'm prepared to buy a house out of New Jersey. Too many people getting freebies. What's up, nephew? Good morning. Good morning. We getting into the diddler. Hashtag no diddy. Well, former friends of him are coming out. Well, are they really friends? I just think they don't like him. So, according to a 6-month investigation launched by Rolling Stone magazine, 50 of Diddy's close friends and former associates have agreed to speak out against him in some capacity. Many of them declined to reveal their identities, but the allegations made by the group paint a story of a raging abuse dating all the way back to the 90s. We've been telling y'all. Oh, thank you, Juanita. Juanita said, I second that. Trump is dangerous. All right. I've been telling y'all, it's been known who Diddy was for a long time. He just became so powerful that it created fear in people and they did not want to speak out. This man is a tyrant. All right. He's a social deviant. So the report alleges that after leaving Howard University in 1990, after becoming a mini celeb, Diddy still roamed the campus where his girlfriend at the time was still attending. To make a long story short, friends of the girlfriend who refused to speak to the outlet recall allegedly seeing Diddy beat the girlfriend with the belt in front of their dorm after she refused to come down and speak with him. She was trying to defend herself a little bit. She was crying, and we were telling him, "Get off her." We were screaming for her. Sources say Diddy would go on to gain huge success with Bad Boy Records. Some of his former employees allege that he would fire anyone on a whim and often displayed violent behavior towards anyone who crossed him. A source claims that shortly before rapper Biggie's death, the rapper had plans to leave Puffy and sue for all rights to the publishing of his songs. I will never give it up until I'm dead, and many bones are crushed into powder, Combs told Biggie's lawyer, according to the Big Payback. Sources claim when Rolling Stone approached Diddy about a magazine cover opportunity for Biggie a few months after his death, Diddy responded, "No, he's dead. I'm putting out Combs' debut album No Way Out in July. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone." The report details many allegations of R-word and sexual misconduct against the self-proclaimed brother love. Several women allege Diddy either tried or successfully raped them and filmed the encounters as trophies to show other people. Recognize this? The lawsuit with him and Aaron Hall and the member from Jodeci went back and told the girl that he was sharing. Patterns of behavior, people. Patterns of behavior. So yeah, several women alleged Diddy either tried or successfully, you know, took it from them. Then filmed the encounters as trophies to show other people. I told you his downfall is going to be that he's a voyeur. Law enforcement who helped lock R. Kelly up on ex trafficking charges tell the outlet that witnesses have agreed to cooperate. Let me tell you something. It's only but so long money and power, or it's only but so far money and power is going to get you. This dude needs to be locked up. He's ridiculous. Um, and then I found a clip of Al B. Sure and Kim Porter when she was alive. I only could play the audio. I found a clip where they were describing their relationship, and here we go. And guys were all over Kim all the time because she was so pretty. So I just remember Al and me talking to him all the time, saying, "Boy, fall back. You know, she's not going anywhere." But he was very possessive. You would have girls like throwing themselves literally, like throwing themselves, throwing their panties, giving their numbers in front of me when I'm there, when I'm not there. I'm a very secure person, but that's a lot to have to deal with at all times. He's controlling her, she's controlling him, she's acting out. That's it's not gonna work.
Around the time of Quincy's birth came the arrival of another son, Devin, by another woman. When someone cheats and they have a child with someone else, that's my boundary. For me, that's where I draw the line. And so with that happening, it made it a little easier to leave. It was an acrimonious
split. It wasn't fuzzy and warm, or it wasn't amicable. And so Al faced a lot of challenges being a father with an estranged mother.
Obviously, I hadn't gone through the maturation process of, I'm still young, come on, Albie Shore, and I'm on the road, and it's pandemonium, and it's crazy and stuff. I jacked that one up. Yeah, I sure did.
So he admits he messed up real bad with Kim Porter. And I just think him being young and getting all those panties thrown at him, quote unquote, it became hard for him to resist it. And ultimately he ripped apart their relationship. Now they went on to become co-parents later on, but it said that Diddy was using Quincy as a pawn to threaten Albie Shore. He really was just really, really jealous of Albie Shore because Albie Shore is a songwriter, music producer, everything that Diddy wants to be, but can't. It's crazy. It is crazy. Mm, mm, mm. But more people are coming out. Okay. I forgot to even mention this in my title. Busta Rhymes' former security is speaking out. Mm, mm. Yeah. What's done in the dark is come to light. But remember, Busta Rhymes was backing Diddy up. Let's hear what he got to say. Shout out to the neighborhood talk.
Mr. Rhymes before. Super zest monster. That's my thing, bro. Like this been common knowledge though. Like all my promoter homies would always say, man, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some what they call them, I'm not gonna say it over here. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Buster. This been common knowledge though. Like on my soul. I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. The club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, he was a gay dude, super cool. Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope. I knew about this like in 2012.
How can we think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matter most to them.
All right. That's Busta Rhymes' former security calling him zesty. Said he liked the fun boys in the section. Let me know if y'all believe it. Let me know if y'all believe it or not. Mm, mm, mm. So, a New Jersey flag football team, female, were disqualified out of discrimination. And shout out to the Shade Room for capturing this article. Y'all know I'm from New Jersey. This is a Irvington flag female football team. But they were disqualified and they said they were discriminating against them. Let me see.
We're rolling. We're rolling. Number one team in the state.
You always gotta watch your back, especially when you start winning. These high school girls are learning the hard way. Flag football is their game, but this year they say it hasn't been the same. The team disqualified from their season, and their coach says he thinks he knows why.
It's punished for being good.
He says the team's near perfect record has made them a target of sabotage. Other coaches are doing whatever it takes to get these girls off the field, and what they're allegedly doing may shock you.
You started messing with the girls' minds.
I'm Justin Carter, and this is TSR Investigates. April 2024, Irvington, New Jersey. Coach Kyle Steele says that he was getting his female student athletes ready for their upcoming flag football season. It's a relatively new sport for girls in New Jersey.
All right, so they saying that the girls were discriminated against. Yes, nephew. All these celebrities are freaky. Nothing surprises me, and I'm not even surprised. Um, look, put it like this: most of the music industry, they all bisexual. Period. They like both. They like both. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about this girl flag football team being discriminated against. They had like a perfect record. So what could they have done to get disqualified? There's a lot of racism in New Jersey. Sneaky racist. I thought it was interesting though. But shout out to the girls. All right, Cynthia Bailey is kind of defending Peter Thomas. She decided, good morning, Direct. She decided to be a guest on Peter's podcast. I guess this is his new stream of income, even though he owes hundreds of thousands of dollars for his restaurants. He has unpaid employees and things like that. Peter's a scammer, and I can't believe Cynthia Bailey is backing this. Let's see what he got to say. Oh my God.
Publicly and give Peter Thomas his flowers. He is the reason why I even did an interview. I think the first time I hung out with you, you took me to meet your dad. Yeah, in the barbershop. Like we weren't even like dating yet. It yeah, was but, like he but I, was like he just yeah, took but me to meet your dad. Yeah, but I knew I don't do that. I want to say this to you. Although we haven't been together in years, whatever. Connecting with you, dating you, being with you 1000% changed the whole. Like I was like going. I knew exactly where my little life was going. I was like, okay, I'm on a model, and then I'll probably meet somebody in New York, and probably get married, have some kids, whatever. I was just going on my little safe, conservative Cynthia Bailey stroll, the way my life was set up. Making sure I was not only early for my jobs, but 15 minutes early. I was always on time. Always on time, like crazy, crazy work ethic. Never had a job that I wasn't able to rebook because I always made sure I showed up and showed out. But I will say, you coming into my life changed my whole world.
Maybe because he scammed you.
Just want to publicly say,
She had to. Do y'all remember?
Peter Thomas's flowers. He is the reason.
Cynthia had to sue Peter to get her money back that she invested in his restaurant. Wow. So Peter posted, he said, Miss Belly, my ex-wife is so freaking supportive. I asked her to be a guest on my podcast and she show up. People, we haven't had a moment in 7 years to have a conversation face to face, and she was brave enough to show up. People bring up Cynthia's name to me every day of my life, and y'all have a lot to say. So after y'all see this two-part series, I hope that y'all can move on with y'all lives the way we have. She's an angel. She's a beautiful soul at Cynthia Belly. This is just a sample of our 2 hour conversation. Real grown people ish. Peter, go pay your bills. Peter. Are y'all listening to Peter podcast? Because I'm not. I am not. I am done. Oh, Hillary Clinton is blaming women. The reason why she lost the 2016 election. Shout out to Hollywood a lot. Really? Hillary Clinton seemingly blames women for losing the 2016 election. She said, they left me. Boy, girl. Mm. So, in a recent interview, Hillary Clinton discussed her 2016 presidential campaign and noted that female voters withdrew their support in the final days because they looked at her as being imperfect. They left me because they just couldn't take a risk on me because as a woman, I'm supposed to be perfect. Clinton said in an interview with the New York Times. They were willing to take a risk on former President Trump, who had a long list of, let's call them, flaws to illustrate his imperfection because he was a man. And they could envision a man as president and commander in chief. So during the interview with the Times, Clinton criticized members of her party for neglecting to protect the abortion rights, okay? Over the years, she suggested that Democrats underestimated the influence of anti deletion forces, leading to a situation where they were caught off guard by the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe versus Wade in 2022, thereby eliminating federal access to deletions. I don't know. Do y'all agree with her, or she just was not the better candidate at the time? All right. The next thing I want to get into real quick before we close the show. Oh my God, Nicole Brown Simpson is her movie is dropping on Lifetime. It's weird. It's weird.
Something very traumatic going on. He was going to hurt her. Over here now.
She was concerned for her safety because he was stalking her.
The police said we're watching.
So now they're going. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself. They about to drag OJ. They're gonna make sure his legacy is known as being an abuser, basically. All right, Saucy Santana is speaking out and says that he dislikes when women think they can act like men. Oh God! But to me, this is definitely an oxymoron because how could you? I think he's just trolling. I really do because you act like a whole female, dude. Like seriously.
Us girls don't got the strength as niggas. They don't. I grew up around that, but girls, I hate when girls be like, "Oh, I'm a dog. I'm a man. I act just like a nigga out here." No, y'all don't. Baby. No, y'all don't. No, it's just not. It's y'all just soft. Y'all females. It's the estrogen, baby. It's not happening. You cannot move like a nigga. You cannot think like a nigga. You cannot act like a man. It's just not happening. And I want y'all to stop lying to yourself, telling yourself that y'all want these niggas to tell y'all the truth. No, y'all don't. Baby, nobody don't want to hear no motherfucking truth. And then when a nigga do start telling y'all the truth, y'all start bugging the fuck out and losing it, which is why the nigga lied to you in the first place. And what the fuck a nigga telling me the truth for? Bitch, you're that bold. Bitch, you don't give a fuck about me that much. When I tell niggas the truth, I don't give a fuck about them. They like my little side niggas. I'm not that invested. So here's the truth. Take it or leave. My bitch that I love, like, I'm in the field. Bitch, I'm not telling you. I'm Jody.
I'm confused. He's saying this as he got all these nails on, lashes, and I can't. I'm not entertaining it. I'm not. I'm not gonna entertain it. I'm not. I'm not gonna corrupt my mind. Yo, what was going on in Seaside? Do rags, I can't stand you. What was going on in Seaside this weekend that the cops was running up with guns? I can't even turn this around. They was running up the boardwalk with AKs.
Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Oh my God.
Like, what the hell is going on at the shore? Oh, they were setting off firecrackers. Okay. In the summertime in Jersey, we go down to the shore. Young Miami's denying golden showers from Diddy. Whatever, girl. Whatever, girl. You said it. It's out there already. All right, so Bad Boys. Bad Boys, what's this gonna be? Number 4 is coming out June the 7th.
Who is your ride or die, Martin?
My ride or die
hmm
is my best friend Larry White. Yeah. My brother who just passed away, Sean Lampkin. All of those were my ride or dies, And those are my best friends that I've been baptized with, and everything we grew up together and all that.
What about for you?
In the movies.
It's your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy.
What about for you, Will?
Yeah, no, it's funny. I was talking about that. I have never in my life looked to the left or looked to the right and not had a ride or die.
Mm.
I have been blessed from day one, from DJ Jazzy Jeff and, my lifelong manager and partner. We went to high school together, James Lester.
Yeah, especially to have somebody in your life that's
And Charlie Mack and Omar. Like, my boys from Philly are still with me to today, and all the way up through Alfonso and Fresh Prince and James Avery, and that, like, I have always had a ride or die, and Jada as ride or die as they come. Her and Charlie Mack and Omar, like, my
So they trying to say that Martin doesn't look well. I mean, he's 60. And I can't wait to see Bad Boys. It is not my job to diagnose Martin, okay?
yeah, especially to have somebody in your life that's like that.
He's speaking a little slower and everything, but ain't nothing wrong with Martin. That man rich. Look, Neighborhood Talk reported that sources claim Diddy is allegedly angry at the Cassie abuse video leaking. Doesn't tell the full story. There's no other side of the story besides, like, you put your hands on her, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with Martin. He just getting older. He's slower. Shoot. Not everybody got to be speed demon. Ain't nothing wrong with him. I can't wait to see Bad Boys. Oh, so Tamar recently sat down and had an interview with Carlos King um on his podcast, and he asked about the relationship with Tamar and JR, her knockoff Cartwright, the family that prays or whatever. And Tamar said, "Oh, we decided to keep our relationship private." I thought they broke up. Like, I'm just so tired of this fake ass relationship coming up in our face. But here she go. Let me see.
Of people want you to be happy. You are in a relationship, and a lot of your fans be like, "Now look, Sam, I'm a ride for you, bitch, but it's looking real slippery." They say you're hiding the ring. No, I'm not. I'm not hiding anything.
Right.
So the truth of the matter is, Jr. and I decided that, we would keep our relationship going, and people love you. A lot of people want you to be happy. You are in a relationship. You're engaged.
Is she?
Y'all do not like that man.
You
Okay, let's
don't.
talk about Colonel Sanders, honey. No, don't call him that. Don't do that. No, you know, that's how joke. It's a joke. When I look at him, I sometimes crave for a two-piece chicken. You know, thigh and leg with mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and a biscuit. He do not look like that. I'm teasing you, girl. I'm teasing. He no, don't he's look like very handsome. Talk to me about that relationship because listen, one thing about her. So the
All right. So I guess JR didn't like it. JR didn't like it, so he posted. He said, "Apologies means nothing when you come for my foundation. You know the truth, but want to kiki. Well, I guess the exclusive has to come out. Tired of protecting people and getting shitted on. That's what he's saying. Their whole their whole phase was during my in love phase. Flowers and billboards don't mean when you have had your heart broken." A man can only take so much. I always want to protect, even when we aren't together. But stop allowing indirects to throw me under the bus. Your shade creates more uncertainty, and your people thrive on stating what you never say. I'm too graceful, and that's coming to an end. Thanks, CK. Well, he mad. Well, he mad. I don't think they together. Oh, he had more to say, y'all. He said, "Truth is, they are not ready for me to tell my side of the story. I keep choosing grace, but I can only be thrown under the bus and not defended for so much longer. I'll be Colonel Sanders and give you some chicken to eat with my story. Keep poking a bear. He ain't playing. What chicken got to do with it? That's racist, Colonel." Oh, Durag talk about Diddy. He dragged her. He needs to be ostracized from society. Exactly. And people still don't think he'll get locked up, but I think they're going to get him on that trafficking. Oh, people. So they did a study because you know when the government start losing money, they start doing studies and stuff, right? And shout out to World Star for this. So daily cannabis use overtakes drinking in the U.S. for the first time. Hmm. So, according to reports, for the first time, more Americans use marijuana almost daily than drinking that often. In 2022, 17.7 million people reported daily or near daily marijuana use compared to 14.7 million for alcohol. In 1992, fewer than 1 million used marijuana nearly every day. Look at that there. That liquid gold that they legalized is starting to get drowned out by the Mary Jane, as it should. Big up, big up, big up. Put your smokes in the chat, okay? Let me know what y'all smoking on today, cause we winning. We winning. Oh, so remember Jasmine Crockett? She dragged the Caucasian lady in the Senate and called her a bad bleach blonde, bad body, something, and she trademarked she trademarked how she dragged her. Well, she was spotted in the airport, the Caucasian chick. All right, here we go.
Bad doing that. How you been? You didn't like that, huh?
Yeah.
Blonde bad bill. How you doing today?
Bleach blonde, bad.
How you been? You didn't like that, huh? Blonde bad bill. Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's
It's me.
Miss Crockett?
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
Chair.
So Jasmine Crockett giving it to him in the Senate. They don't even know what to do with her. Okay, she brought the dragzation into the Senate, but Oh, girl was spotted in the airport and she was like, "You ain't like it, did you?" It's all good. Who does Gail King interviewing with? Oh, Lenny.
Significant other in your life? And can I beat her ass if she is? Oops, did I say that out loud? No. Do you Wow. Do you have and I'm non-violent, Lenny Kravitz. But do you have a partner? Do you have love? Right now, I'm just open. Are you even looking? It's hard not to look. You know, when you desire something, you know, you're looking for it, right? But I find that when you don't look is when you find it. And I'm at a place where I've said this for several years. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready, right? But now are you ready? I can say that I've never felt how I feel now.
That's Lenny Kravitz speaking on love. And let me tell you something. Lenny Kravitz has an awesome, awesome life. I was watching this past Saturday. If y'all go on YouTube, he shows his compound. It's just like how I want to retire. I believe it's in one of them South American countries. Don't get me to lying. But he got everything. He eats pure organic. He eats off the earth. I'm like, wow, that's really like full circle happiness. He's dope. Like he ain't got a bunch of kids. He got one heir. I like Lenny Kravitz. I like his vibe. I like his vibe. Lil Mo, what you talking about?
On this edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger, I'm not the messenger, I'm the overseer. You see everything that's going on. I don't know why I got this on because the heat is doing hell outside and I'm not going to hell. Hell no. You remember that church song? Anyway, I was thinking of some lyrics to a song and I was realizing how much of the police I should have called back in the day. But because I love them all, we sang the words, but it was so many violations in there. We all need to like rethink. City High. What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone? Crying all alone, like, isn't that child endangerment and neglect? Crying at home because he's all alone and he's hungry. He's neglect. And the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money. Prostitution?
Good point.
And his daddy's gone somewhere in the lockdown. He ain't got no job now. Damn. Like it's been real out here. Baby girl, everybody been selling pussy for years trying to feed their kids. But I really believe that we should have called the police a long time ago.
Okay.
I ain't shit. I gotta change my mind, change my thoughts, change my life. Cause why was I even thinking about that? Eesh.
I love Lil Mo. I love Little Mo, but she right. If you listen to a lot of the lyrics of the R&B that we came up with in the 90s and the 2000s, it might disturb you. Now, I'm looking forward to the upcoming Mike Tyson fight. Yes, Juanita, I do know that he does visit Mexico a lot. What's going on with Mike Tyson? Okay, so Mike Tyson has an upcoming fight, which I'm looking forward to, and it's supposed to happen on Netflix. Um, he was reportedly he suffered a apparent medical emergency during LA flight. Let's see. Hold on. Mike Tyson suffers apparent medical emergency on plane from Miami to Los Angeles. Especially that. So Mike Tyson is a legendary former heavyweight champion, reportedly experienced a medical emergency during a flight from Miami to Los Angeles, but his reps are speaking out to give an update on his health. According to In Touch Weekly, the scary situation unfolded on Sunday while en route to Los Angeles. It was said that Tyson began feeling nauseous and just minutes before the plane was scheduled to land. Mike had some kind of medical emergency on the plane and paramedics boarded. A source a source told the outlet. So before the paramedics arrived, the flight issued an announcement asking for a doctor. The message even came on everyone's screen. However, the rep for the boxing star told the New York Post, thankfully, Mr. Tyson is doing great. He became nauseous and dizzy due to an unclear flare up. Ulcer flare up. Excuse me, a ulcer flare up 30 minutes before landing. He is appreciative to the medical staff that were there to help him. So, Mike, boy, we need you to win this next fight. You gotta take care of
You should
yourself.
have somebody in your life that's like that.
You gotta take care of yourself. I'm looking forward to the fight. And he's like 60 years old or something like that in his 60s. I reported on Sinbad. Hey, Robert. I reported on Sinbad. He recently spoke out about having a stroke. Well, all of his comedian friends came out to support him. I thought that was dope. So you got I forget his name, but he played on Blackish, the first guy. Kevin Hart, Lunel, Dave Chappelle, and Tiffany Haddish. I said, Tiffany, she just trying to get in where she fit in. Chill. Oh, Trump is pandering for immunity. Shout out to the shade room.
Democracy in this country, and we have a lot of them that want to come. I say just stay back and pass lots of laws to stop things like this happening to.
So he's pandering and urges Republicans to enact legislation to ensure his permanent immunity from incarceration. As you all know, Trump is on trial, I think, in 3 states: Florida, Georgia, and New York. I think the Florida and Georgia ones are in regards to the election he tried to steal. This man just does not think he should suffer. He should have to have any consequences for his actions, and that's just not the case. But that's just privilege at your finest, okay? And see, this is what happened when you let him get away with insurrections and messing with the election and stuff like that. And now he looking for immunity. Go somewhere, Trump. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. It's time for me to get ready for the plantation. I need to eat. Um, I hope my sound was okay. I'm trying to figure things out on my sound on my laptop. I miss my laptop and sharing my screen and stuff with you guys. But we're gonna do what we gotta do to keep it moving. Looking forward to my birthday. I booked reservations at a rooftop spot in Montclair, so I'm excited about that. Hey, Text Boy. It's Gemini season in full effect, honey. Okay, and we outside. Please let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts on Robert De Niro speaking out in supporting Biden and Harris campaign. Let me know what your thoughts are regarding Martin Lawrence. I don't think nothing wrong with Martin. I think he's just fine. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on the Nicki Minaj arrest. I just think she dumb. Um, what else we talked about? Hillary Clinton feeling that women left her and that's why she lost the election. Oh, Tamar's apologizing now to JR, y'all. Oh God. And now we get the whole storybook messages. Don't nobody got time. Don't nobody got time, Tamar. Don't nobody got time. Who else we talked about? Oh, we talked about the Irvington High School girls flag football team. They feel like because they had a perfect record and they still didn't qualify. They were disqualified, and the coach is claiming that it's discrimination. Let me know what y'all think about Peter Thomas and Cynthia Belly sitting on a podcast together. It's just so much buffoonery going on. Oh, lucky you, nephew. I was off Monday, Tuesday. I didn't read the article, but I read the article in reference. Let me try to pull it up. Um, they said it was more details. He's a monster. He needs to be locked up. That's just the bottom line. Here we go. Diddy's ex friends. Bad Boy for Life. Sean Combs' history of violence for decades. Mm, hold on, I'm just trying to get to the meat of it. Right. So people, remember when Tupac went up to Quad Studios and it was like a robbery and he was blickied real bad? Diddy set that up. And that's where the beef between Tupac and Biggie started because he felt like because Biggie and C's was upstairs in the studio and they came down on the elevator, he felt like they set him up. But that was the beginning of the East Coast West Coast beef. That's shooting right there. And Diddy did it. He was behind that. Look, this was interesting. And 5 years after her breakup with Combs, talking about Cassie, Ventura remained silent. While he was posting about her pregnancy in 2019, she was negotiating in distress behind the scenes to escape her bad boy contract, Red says. Oh, that's what Red said. Combs was allegedly trying to tie her separation agreement to a non-disparagement clause. It's not like we were negotiating with just her record label, Red says. We were negotiating with her abuser. Child. I told y'all he used the social media. All right, so over the past 6 months, Rolling Stone conducted dozens of interviews with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, and bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Out of 300 plus people contacted for the investigation, more than 50 were willing to speak about their experiences. Several would do so only off record, citing a fear of retribution. Some requested compensation in exchange of their stories. Rolling Stone does not pay for interviews. Many declined to participate, wanting to distance themselves from Combs. I'm trying to leave that part of my life behind me, says one former employee. Those who did speak about Combs describe a complicated man with opposing personas. Outwardly, sound like he bipolar. Outwardly, they were taste makers who is unapologetically driven, generous, and jovial, even silly at times. He can be the same privately, but associates who got close enough to him discovered something darker behind the facade, a menacing figure who desperately wants to be accepted and admired, who uses public decoration of devotion, splashy donations, and boasts that he is brother love to hide an undercurrent of alleged abuse of violence. Wow. Wow. This article is extensive. I gave a briefing on it. It's going to be more to come. Period. But they're describing that he's the monster that we thought he was. Period. They describing the monster that he is. I mean, his mask is off, and now it's just like, what are we gonna do about it? Because he's gotten away with it so long. So I think the feds are going through the evidence, right, or Homeland Security, they're going through the evidence right now, and they seeing where they could file their charges. And y'all know when they come, they're gonna come strong, and they're gonna guarantee that they're gonna win. And I think they got what, a 95% conviction rate. So if they can get him, they'll get him. I'm just waiting for the mugshot. That's it. I'm just waiting for the mugshot. So I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Please thumbs up this video. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.